Hello and welcome back to the Backup Bridge, the news source that fills in when the bridge does not fulfill. My name is Anya Studebaker. And this is it. I'm graduated, as you can tell by my tassel being on the left. And graduating has been a very weird experience. I almost feel like I'm in limbo or something. I had this very surreal moment as I was walking across the field at graduation, where I just thought, I'm graduating. And in the days since then, I've, been repeatedly telling myself, I'm graduated. But it still doesn't feel real. I mean, that's probably because time is a social construct and nothing means anything. But more likely, it's because I don't know if I'm ready to graduate high school. As stressful as this past year has been, and as many times as I said I'm going to drop out, it has been one of the best years of my life. I was looking over my photos from graduation and thinking about how very blessed I am to have met such a great group of students, teachers, and administrators, and how much those people have influenced me over my 4 years in high school. And the thought that I'm not coming back in August to see those people almost every day made me very sad. But I'm just happy that I got the chance to meet some of the best people ever, and also many that were not featured in this little slideshow. I've thought many sleepless nights on how I wanted to end the Backup Bridge, because I kind of have been hyping it up for a while now. I thought last year I ended it with kind of a clip show of sorts, but also I kind of want to get, the views higher, and then people have to watch the old episodes, relive all the memories themselves. And even driving up here today, I wasn't quite sure on how I was going to end this. So like the original Backup Bridge, I want to keep this short and sweet. And there are two main things I want to say. The first thing I'd like to do is say thank you. Thank you to everyone who's had an influence on this show, which is probably a lot more of you than you think. Because as I said earlier, everyone who I've met throughout my 4 years of high school has changed me as a person. And as much as I've been saying these past few months that me and the Backup Bridge are separate entities, that's simply wrong. Me and the Backup Bridge are one and the same. This is my crazy delusions given a tangible form. But mostly, I want to thank all of you for watching. Thank you for letting me be a part of your lives, albeit a very small one. I had this really awesome experience just about a week ago during graduation rehearsal, when a kid ran up to me and said, "Anya, can you sign my yearbook?" And I was very confused by this because I've never seen this kid before in my life. And it took me a couple moments to realize, but he knew me as Anya from the Backup Bridge. And I did sign the Backup Bridge yearbook page. And this was honestly a really eye-opening experience because I can remember when I was terrified that the Backup Bridge had kind of gotten out of my control. It was being shown in classrooms that I was not a part of. But now I realize, thanks to Mr. Hughes, that it was actually a good thing. And now I'm being recognized for something that I pour my heart and soul into, and that is just the best payoff I could ever ask for. The next thing I want to talk about is very cheesy, and I understand that going in, but I still think it's important, and that's following your dreams. Because this wasn't supposed to happen. I wasn't supposed to have 2 cameras. Who gave me this power? As the story goes, I was quarantined for like the 50th time last year and very bored in my own home. And Miss Garrett knew that I loved The Bridge. It was my favorite show. And she knew I would be devastated to find out that they weren't posting that Friday. So she told me ahead of time on Monday that I wasn't going to see their episode. So I took it upon myself to make my own. I honestly don't remember what drove me to do that, but I did. And then I made another one, and another one, and another one, and somehow I'm at like 50 episodes now. And I guess what this story is meant to inspire in you is just do the things that you want to do. Don't let anyone stop you. Because realize that I'm not as confident as I kind of put out there. I get self-conscious. And some of this stuff I've posted on here has made me very self-conscious. The Games Club episode. And I was terrified when people that I didn't know first started seeing this. I felt that they needed to be briefed. I needed to tell them, give them context. But Somehow 158 subscribers later, here I am. And honestly, this show has kind of changed the course of my life. Now, I want to look into pursuing a job in comedy, maybe being a writer at SNL, and I never would have done this if I didn't put myself out there, if I didn't, explore what I like to do. And this show has helped me do this. And that's a really crazy thing to think, because I do this because it's fun and it's silly goofy, and I really don't get any, profit or whatever out of this, but I don't know what I'm trying to say. I didn't plan this out. I'm just rambling at this point. But if you have something you want to do, it doesn't have to be YouTube, just whatever, do it. And if you don't like it, then stop. But at least you can say that you tried. Now, I know I went a little off the rails there at the end, but this show is rarely fully thought out. One of my most popular and favorite skits, Weather Disaster Willie, I wrote that when I was at work. Yes, working a retail job. And it simply started from the idea that my work would close for hurricanes even when the weather was really not that bad. And now the amount of times I've heard, "Sorry, Mom, hope the ice cream don't melt," is crazy. Now, I really don't know of a good way to end this, besides the way I've been ending it for the past year and a half. So thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of The Backup Bridge. We won't see you again next week, but neither will the bridge. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and to follow us on Instagram. If you have any questions or suggestions, or you just want to talk, please email realbackupbridge@gmail.com. Now, before I say have a good weekend, I do want to address the future of the Backup Bridge. Now, I will not be doing this every week next year, because that is crazy, and I am crazy for doing it. But I also don't want to quit altogether, because I do have a couple of ideas that never really came to fruition, so you might see them around, somewhere, someplace on this channel. Have a good weekend, and remember, do what you love and surround yourself with people who are going to support you through it. Let's hope something of that was good. I've been filming for like an hour, just me rambling. Oh my gosh.
Second cam.
Yo, shout out Second Cam. I had this really awesome experience just about a week ago. Oh my god. Okay. We're getting serious now.
You got this? Make it great. Last one. Will this make it on?
No.